Developing compensation and incentive plans. What type of incentives we're gonna give it to the employee? The labor contractors will actually be there. They'll go and they'll start picking people who are the potential laborers. They'll get the work done. The organization decides what they should learn and how they are supposed to be. That is the reason training and development is given. Anybody, whoever works in any organization, they always want one thing, that is the career growth. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Vidhyaashram from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students here. Now we are in the 6th chapter, the revision. Now the 6th chapter is staffing. What exactly you people can expect in staffing is, you will definitely get a question of 4 marks, plus you will also get a question from 8 marks. And 2 marks as well as 1 mark. That means this chapter is very, very important, students here. The reason why this chapter has a lot of weightages, you have a lot of topics which as a commerce students, you need to understand how the MNC company or any firm, organizations, they go with recruiting people, selecting people, what are the types of tests they give it. So that is the reason this chapter is a mega bonus for all the students. Very simple this chapter is. Now we're gonna go with the topics. The topics are lengthy, but what exactly you are supposed to do is don't by heart it, understand the topic. Now here we're gonna cover meaning, importance of staffing, evolution of human resource management, staffing process, recruitment. See here, this topic is on recruitment. Now recruitment, you have something called sources of recruitment. This sources of recruitment is a POQ question. So please do understand. And if you study this chapter in your second PUC, you don't need to repeat the same in your degree, because all the UG classes, if you take commerce or management, you get this as a topic. So please understand the foundation of staffing here itself. Next you have selection. Now this selection is a 8-mark question. So be attentive whenever we go with the chapter selection and the staffing. Next is training and development. You have different type of training, that is on the job training, off the job training. So I'll teach you here. Even the same topic is for final year BBA students, whoever have taken the specialization HRM. They have this chapter where training and development, again on the job, off the job, is the same kind of a thing. Next is the training methods. We're going to tell you how the methods are allocated, how exactly the differentiation between the methods differs. Now, the first one, staffing. What exactly the meaning of staffing is? Now, according to O'Donnell and Kuhn, staffing is a process of selecting right person for a right job at a right place at the right time. So that is what staffing is. Now, I've given here few of the meanings here. The first is staffing is putting people to jobs. That is staffing, putting people to jobs. It begins with workforce planning. So how many people need to be there for this particular task? How many people I need to hire so that I can run an organization? So that is where the staffing plays a very vital role. So here the functions like recruitment, what exactly happens in staffing is, first you will recruit people. Now recruitment in the sense, inviting people to face an interview is called recruitment. So what type of people you're gonna invite is potential people, people who can actually work. Then selection will happen, you will scrutinize them, then you're going to give them training and development. Then the career planning happens where you go with promotion, compensation and performance appraisal of workforce. So this is all about staffing. So what all happens in staffing is recruitment, selection, training and development. So after training and development, you go with career planning. That is where the promotion, compensation and performance appraisal actually comes. So this is the meaning of staffing. 1 marks or 2 marks, you can get this question. What is staffing? Define staffing. Next we have is importance of staffing. Now this can come for 4 marks. So the first one is importance. We'll go with what? Recruitment, searching for qualified people, analyzing jobs, collecting information about jobs to prepare a job description, how exactly a candidate should be. Developing compensation and incentive plans. What type of incentives we're gonna give it to the employee? Training and development of employee for efficient performance and the career growth. See, anybody, whoever works in any organization, they always want one thing, that is the career growth. So staffing will enhance the organization to believe in giving more money or incentives to the employees. The reason behind is the employees have done some work so that the revenue is generated within the organization, and the organization is in the growing stage. The growth is there, progression is there. The way we go with the organization is also growing. So that is the reason we need to actually go with more incentive and career growth to the employees. That's why staffing is very, very important. So 4-mark question. Next is the same, which if they're gonna ask you for 8 marks, how exactly you are supposed to write it. Little more 4 points you are supposed to add. Maintaining labor relationship and union management relations. Handling grievance and complaints. Why staffing should be there is, it is not just selecting, recruiting, giving interview, not that. Even if there is any problem, any grievances, you need to solve it. That is why staffing will go with it. Providing for social security and welfare of employees. See, social security nowadays, it is, the staffing is lagging behind. Say example now, Infosys, if you go with it, 2020 to 2023, if you check, more than 80,000 employees have been fired. More than 80,000 people in the entire Infosys organization. So where is the social security? The next thing, if you go with it, Amazon, if you go, more than 150,000 people are sacked out. They are thrown out. If you go with Tesla, if you go with any kind of a thing, the news is all there. You can go with Google, Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon, any of the organization where social security for the present employee, the employees who were there for past 10 years or 15 years, 16 years, there is no social security. So there, after COVID, staffing will not go with the social security, but in staffing, we need to give what? Social security. Defending the company in lawsuits and avoiding legal complications. Staffing is always there. That's why the HR manager plays a very important role. He or she need to also know the labor law of the country. So that is where staffing is very important. Next thing is staffing process. Now, whenever we go with any kind of a process, please do understand it is a continuous process. So step by step, we need to go with it. So just imagine how the staffing process goes. It's like a story. I'll tell you, very simple. You people can actually go with it. First is estimating manpower requirements. Say, I'll give you an example here. Let's go with this. So we have started a company. Now in this company, what happens? It's a startup. So we'll go with only few departments, right? So we require 6 people in top management. Say 5 people we need in middle management, and say 10 people we need in the supervisory level. So let's go with this. Top level, medium, that is the middle level, then supervisory level, we have gone with it. So we have total 6 plus 5 is 11, 11 plus 10 is 21, now 21. Plus we'll add sweepers, the floor boys, then we're going to add the drivers plus the security guard if you go with it. Say we have plus 7. So total is 28. 28 people we need, and then we can actually start a startup is what I felt, and we go with it. So staffing process, how it happens is estimating the manpower requirement. What did I do here? I have estimated, the standard is there, that is I at least need how many people? 28. So that is the first step. Second, now what happens is I need to start recruiting, inviting people to face an interview. So for the top management, what happens is I have only 6 people whom I can actually hire. So I'll go with a recruitment saying that these are the criteria. Anybody who feels that you can come and face an interview. So recruitment is started. After recruitment, I'll go with selection. I'll select the best people out of whoever have come. Placement and orientation. I'll give them the job, and then orientation in the sense, the first, what all the code of conduct of the company is, the rules, regulation, everything. I'll explain to them what exactly they can expect from me. Everything I'll go with it. That is through orientation. Next, I'll go with training and development. Though they would have had lot of experience, but still how I need them to perform, that is where the training and development, I'll just give it to them. After that, I'll also tell them about the performance appraisal. If they really work really good, what will be their appraisal? It can be monetary, it can be non-monetary. Then promotion and career planning. Now I'll tell them what exactly after 5 years where you people can be, right? So here the supervisor level people are there. You can actually get here. These people can actually get here, and these people can be in the board of directors, BOD, board of directors. So that is where promotion and career planning is given to them. And whomever we couldn't give the promotion, but still their salary will be more, the compensation, whatever is that, they can actually claim. That is how we will distribute it. This is called the staffing process. Next is sources of recruitment. I told you the meaning of recruitment, inviting people to face an interview. That is called recruitment. We have two types. One is internal source, another is external source. So the same company where we have 28 people, internal source of recruitment is through the promotion, and one more is transfer. That is, they're already selected, they're already our employees. Now how will we recruit them in the next position is through giving promotion or transferring. If I open one more company somewhere or one more branch somewhere, so I can actually transform these people from one branch to another branch. That is how the recruitment will happen. External, there are a lot of methods. It's a POQ question, which I'll tell you how to write it. Now, in internal source, what happens is, there are two important sources. They are called the transfers and promotion. There are too many other internal sources also, but in your syllabus, it is only two, that is transfer and promotions. When it comes to external source, now external source in the sense they are not working with us. We need to hire people from outside, that is called external source. Now we have the methodology, that is direct recruitment. They will walk in and we will actually recruit them. Casual callers, we will actually get to know their database and then we're going to call them and then we're going to invite them. You people can come and we will actually go with it. Advertisement, by giving advertisement in newspaper, media, all those places, we can recruit. Employment exchange, where employer as well as the employees will meet, where the government of India has given something called employment exchange. They act as the third party where you can actually get more recruitment. Placement agency, there are so many private agencies which will actually go with the same work which employment exchange does, but these people are there who will actually take commissions. They'll take commission. So please be aware of these people. There are so many frauds who are actually in the market, who are actually minting a lot of money by not giving any employment. Next is campus recruitment, where the employer will go to the campus, right? The campus drive will happen. The colleges will actually go to the organizations, big firms, and they're going to tell that we have potential students. You people can actually come and you can take interviews. Then we have labor contracts. The labor contractors will actually be there. They'll go and they'll start picking people who are the potential laborers. They'll get the work done. Advertising on television can also happen. You would have seen so many places where the scrolling goes, right? So 6 people we need, 7 people we need, people who have finished their MCOM, we can hire them, people who are eligible, they can actually come here. So all this. Then web publishing. Nowadays, this web publishing is too very popular. Many people are in the social media itself, they'll actually go with it. So these are called sources of recruitment. Next, we have a selection. What is the meaning of selection? There is a slight difference between staffing and selection. Many people use selection equivalent to staffing or staffing equivalent to selection, but I'll tell you what is selection here. Selection is a process of identifying and choosing the best person out of a number of prospective candidates for a job. The candidates are required to take a series of employment tests and interviews. At every stage, many are eliminated and a few move on to the next stage until the right type is found. So here what happens is, in selection, there are a lot of people who are going to come. See, I told you an example of 28 people whom we need. probably 200 people would have applied for the job, right? The ratio is like that. Unemployment in India is actually increasing day by day. The reason being the politics, the politicians, the bureaucrats, what exactly they are doing. Lot of big companies are not able to get our own people, they hire some other people. So what's the problem here? You need to actually go with it. So here in selection, if you go with it, the right type of person to get is very, very difficult, because nowadays everyone are talented. So to choose only 28 people, very difficult it is. Next is process of selection. Again, we have this for 8 marks. Please understand the process of selection. Process of staffing is different. Process of selection is totally different. So here what happens is the important steps in the process of selections are as follows. First thing is preliminary screening. So here the qualification, the skills, everything is checked. Then the next process is selection test. Now we're gonna give them different tests which will show that their attitude, their attribution here, their intelligence, their skills, whether what they are projecting, are they really the same? All those tests, stress tests, we're gonna give it here. Next is employment interview. We'll have a panel and where we are supposed to go with number of questions. We're gonna shoot to the candidate, and the candidate would actually respond to it, and then he or she will get into it. Next is reference and background check. See here, this is where Indian organizations nowadays are lacking behind. That is, they don't go with a proper reference and background check because this is done by the third party. Next is selection decision, whether to take the person or not to take a person, we'll actually get to know through selection decision. Then we'll go with the medical examination, whether he or she is fit for the job medically. Next is job offer, and then the last one is contract of employment. Now, till the job offer or till the contract of employment, that person is not selected. That is what it is. See here, I'm a person who went to the selection process. From first to the job offer, now they have given me a job offer saying that per month you'll be getting 1 lakh rupees, right? 1 lakh rupees. So it's a very big amount, isn't it? But still, because of the rules, regulations, there are kind of things which went with it. Now I feel that no, I don't want to work in this particular organization. Now, I didn't sign the contract of employment. I'll tell them that no, I quit. I don't want to come. So then what happened? The entire process will stop here in job offer only. So if the process need to complete, it should be like after that, both the parties should tell yes and they're gonna give the consent. That is how the entire selection process will happen. Next is training and development. Why training and development is very, very important in these 21st century is, lot of ideas the youngsters have, but they don't know how to focus. So what exactly they should do is, the organization decides what they should learn and how they are supposed to be. That is the reason training and development is given. So what will happen if training and development is given is very, very simple here. You will enhance your skills. Now you would have got skills. Now you will upgrade your skills. So the more extra knowledge you will actually gain in training and development. That's why it is very, very important. You will learn something new, which you don't know. So training and development is an attempt to improve the current or future employee performance by increasing an employee's ability to perform through learning, usually by changing the employee's attitude or increasing his or her skills. So their attitude will change, their skills will change, as well as their knowledge will get updated. That is why training and development is very, very important. So next we have training method. Now in this training method, we have two: on-the-job training, off-the-job training. Very, very important. If you get on-the-job training, it is for 4 marks. If you get off-the-job training, it is for 4 marks. If you get combined the methods of training, it is for 8 marks. So on-the-job method, that means when you're working, somebody comes and they trains you, right? When they train you, what happens? That is called on-the-job training. Now when you're not working, you will attend classes, seminars, lectures, case study you will solve. That is called off-the-job training, where you are not working, you are somewhere else and you are getting more knowledge about it. That is called off-the-job training. So here on-the-job training, we have 4. This is a sure question, students. 4 marks, you people can actually expect 4 marks, right? 4 marks you can expect. First is apprenticeship program, second is coaching, third is internship training, and the fourth one is job rotation. See, I've given all this explanation in my regular classes. Please do go to the Vidhyaashram playlist, and there you just need to type business studies, where you will get 126 videos which your Abhilash sir has done. In that 6th chapter, if you go, I've given a lot of examples of apprenticeship, coaching, internship, job rotation as well. Next is we have off-the-job training. Now here you have, say, 6 are there. I have given any 4 you read it. If it comes for 4 marks, any 4 you can explain. If it comes for 8 marks, 4 on the job you explain, 4 off the job you explain. That is how you will get 8 marks. So first one is classroom, lecture or conferences, films, case studies. See, films, why I want to tell you more is, there are a lot of films, a lot of movies. If you watch, your attitude itself will change. Your perception about life will actually change. There is a beautiful movie. Please do watch this movie. Pursuit of Happiness, right? Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith is a person who has done this movie where he has explained each and everybody, whoever watches the movie, is how one should be financially independent, why one should be financially independent, how it is so difficult because life is so uncertain. And he has also explained beautifully that if you keep on trying, right, one or the other day, you will definitely succeed. That is what it is. And there is no shortcut for success. That is the beauty of this movie. Please do watch Pursuit of Happiness. Next is case studies. Then you have computer modeling, vestibule training, and programmed instruction. So these are the off-the-job training which people actually go with it, because on the job what happens is, mistakes if you make, it cannot be rectified, right? But off the job, the more mistakes you do it, you will get the rectification, and then you will understand that these are the mistakes which we should not do while working. So that's why many people prefer off the job first and then they go with on the job, because error is human. That is what it is. We do mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. That is how we learn. So these are the things which we went with a revision of staffing. Any doubt related to this chapter, please do call us. I'm always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.